மத்திய தகவல் ஒலிபரப்பு, ரயில்வே, மின்னணுவியல் மற்றும் தகவல் தொழில்நுட்பத்துறை அமைச்சர் அஸ்வினி வைஷ்ணவ் ஒருநாள் பயணமாக நேற்று சென்னை வந்தடைந்தார். அமைச்சருக்கு பல்வேறு அமைச்சகத்தின் உயரதிகாரிகள் பூங்கொத்து கொடுத்து வரவேற்றனர். பின்னர் ஸ்ரீபெரும்புதூர் அருகே அமைக்கப்பட்டுள்ள ஜெட்வொர்க் மின்னணுவியல் மையத்தை தொடங்கி வைத்ததுடன் அதன் விரிவாக்க மையத்திற்கும் அமைச்சர் அடிக்கல் நாட்டினார். விழாவில் உரையாற்றிய அவர், அம்ரித் பாரத் திட்டத்தின் கீழ் மேலும் 77 ரயில் நிலையங்கள் மறுசீரமைக்கப்பட உள்ளதாகவும் 715 ரயில்வே மேம்பாலங்கள் அமைக்கப்பட இருப்பதாகவும், தமிழகத்தில் தற்போது 8 வந்தே பாரத் ரயில்கள் இயக்கப்படுவதாகவும் தெரிவித்தார். ஜெட்வொர்க் மின்னணுவியல் தொழிற்சாலை 200 கோடி ரூபாய் செலவில் 15 ஏக்கரில் அமைக்கப்பட இருப்பதாக அமைச்சர் குறிப்பிட்டார். நிகழ்ச்சியில் பேசிய மத்திய அமைச்சர் அஸ்வினி வைஷ்ணவ், ஸ்ரீபெரும்புதூர் அருகே பிள்ளைப்பாக்கம் மற்றும் மணலூர் ஆகிய 2 இடங்களில் 1112 கோடி ரூபாய் முதலீட்டில் மின்னணு தொழிற்சாலைகள் நிறுவப்படும் என தெரிவித்தார்.
With investment of 1,112 crore. I am repeating, 2 electronics manufacturing clusters with an investment of 1,112 crore. One is Pillai Pakam, correct? Seri. Pillai Pakam. Second, Manalur. So these two will be set up as very large electronics manufacturing clusters, and that will help our growth of electronics manufacturing in Tamil Nadu in a very big way. So give a big round of applause for these two electronics manufacturing clusters.
மின்னணு சாதனங்களின் ஏற்றுமதியில் தமிழ்நாட்டின் பங்களிப்பை வெகுவாக பாராட்டிய அமைச்சர், உலக அளவில் தமிழகம் 2ஆம் இடம் வகிப்பதாகவும் பெருமிதம் தெரிவித்தார். இதைத் தொடர்ந்து செங்கல்பட்டு மாவட்டம் தையூரில் உள்ள ஐஐடியின் கண்டுபிடிப்பு வளாகத்திற்கு வருகை தந்த மத்திய அமைச்சர் அஸ்வினி வைஷ்ணவ், பொறியியல் மாணவர்கள் குழு உருவாக்கியிருந்த கருடவாகன் என்று பெயரிடப்பட்ட ஹைப்பர் லூப் வாகனத்தை பார்வையிட்டு அதன் செயல்பாடுகளை கேட்டறிந்தார். பின்னர் செய்தியாளர்களிடம் பேசிய அமைச்சர், ஹைப்பர் லூப் தொழில்நுட்பத்திற்கு தேவைப்படும் மென்பொருள் போன்ற மின்னணுவியல் சாதன மேம்பாட்டிற்கு ரயில்வே அமைச்சகம் அனைத்து உதவிகளும் செய்யும் என உறுதியளித்தார்.
Friends, as you know, our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has always put huge emphasis on innovation. Here at IIT Madras, one major experiment, one major project has been taken up by some of the young engineers and the professors for developing a new hyperloop. Hyperloop basically is like a tube, and this tube will operate. There will be a vacuum inside the tube, and the pod which will operate inside the tube, that will operate in a levitation mode, which means there will be magnetic fields which raise the pod over and above the tracks. It doesn't move on the track. It basically goes up, then moves. That is the principle of Hyperloop. This is at this point of time experimental stage, but very good results are visible now. I congratulate the team of IIT Madras and Avishkar for doing this experiment. I also thank so many industry partners who have participated in this entire thing. I thank the Education Minister, Honorable Shri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, and I thank our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji for such big encouragement to this experiment. From Railways, we have been supporting this project for some time through funding as well as through technology, and today we have decided that the entire electronics of this project will be developed in ICF Chennai. ICF Chennai is very strong electronics team because they are developing very large electronics, large power electronics for Vande Bharat and many other train sets and engines. So they are capable of designing new smaller electronics which are required for this pod. This is the pod, and this pod basically will be the transporting mechanism, and this tube will be the transportation medium. That is the principle on which it will work. This is a good experiment showing good results now. Maybe in a few years from now, we should have a good working model. Right now it is 410 meters. 410 meters. Another 40 meters will be added. Then it will become the longest in the world. So this is a good experiment, and I thank Professor Kamakoti sir, Professor Chakravarti sir, and all the young engineers. Guys, come over. Come. I congratulate this young team for putting so much energy in this. Give them a big shout out. Good. Excellent. Well done, man. Thank you, sir. Well done. Good. Very good. Excellent. Please come. Good, man. Excellent.
பின்னர் சென்னை கிண்டியில் உள்ள ஐஐடி வளாகத்திற்கு சென்ற அமைச்சர் புத்தாக்க மையத்தின் சார்பில் மாணவ மாணவிகளால் உருவாக்கிய 60க்கும் மேற்பட்ட தொழில்நுட்ப கண்டுபிடிப்புகளை பார்வையிட்டார். மாணவர்களுடன் கலந்துரையாடிய அஸ்வினி வைஷ்ணவ் செயற்கை நுண்ணறிவு தொழில்நுட்பம், தரவு அறிவியல் ஆகியவற்றில் நாட்டின் தற்போதைய முன்னெடுப்புகள் குறித்து எடுத்துரைத்தார்.
So first AI. What are we doing on AI? We are investing about 10,000 crore rupees to create an AI mission where the most important part of that mission is to provide common compute facility to all of you. That's the first role. And just recently we launched 14,000 GPU common compute facility that is now open, available. Part of that will be reserved for developing our own LLM models, and we have invited applications for our own LLM models, our own foundational models. So far we have received about 67 applications. Has anybody from IIT Madras applied? Few of them have applied. So we'll very soon be evaluating that. I think 3 of those applications, or maybe 4 of those applications, are in very mature stage because they had started the work long back, much before the mission was launched, or rather in parallel it was happening. So, but we have scope for many more. So how many of you would be in that field interested? How many of you are interested in AI field? Wow, quite a lot. So you have that facility now. Third, data sets. How do you train your models if you don't have good quality data sets, right? So the third part of the mission is to develop data sets, open them up, all non-personal data, but a lot of rich data. Data from our weather forecasting, data from traffic, data from agriculture,
a lot of good quality, high quality data will be available. The fourth part of that mission is to make sure that we are able to develop tools which can be used to keep our next generation safe when AI is becoming very, very important in our life. So we thought that instead of developing just passing a law, let us take a techno-legal approach. Techno-legal means technology plus legal. So technology plus legal, so technology developing in large number of IITs. For example, very recently IIT Jodhpur, they have done a project, they have developed a tool which is for detecting deepfakes. Very authentically they can detect a deepfake. They can give a legally binding kind of report and say that, okay, this is a deepfake, and then legal action can be taken. So that's the approach we are taking, right? This is an approach, this is very important for all of you to know. This approach is very different from the approach taken by some other countries. Let's say Europe. Europe basically has put a big law to regulate AI, whereas our approach is to have our system in which innovation for all of you startups, all of you young innovative minds, there is significant scope for developing new technologies. That's the thought process we are working with, right? So AI. Any questions on AI? Then I can go on to semiconductors. Yes, man, come. I can come like this, right? I can take your question like this. Yes. What's the question?
One question I had was, what is the need for developing our own foundational models?
Question is, why do we need our own foundational models? 3 reasons. Reason number 1, we don't want the Western biases, right? Reason number 2, we will have so many applications going forward that if we don't have our foundational model, tomorrow somebody can switch off the, right? Where in the world which country has talent like India? Is there any other country which has talent like India, right? So when our country is so full of talent, why shouldn't we give the opportunity to our talent to create the foundation model, right? Yes. Any other question on AI? Yes. Young man, come. How will it help small scale farmers in India? Super question. Give him a big round of applause. AI will make the life for farmers, it will totally transform their lives. How many you know Baramati? Baramati. Have you heard Baramati? You know that? It's a village in Maharashtra, right? It's a village in Maharashtra using AI model, using AI technology. They have increased the crop yield from about 35 to 125 per hectare. That's the change which has come. That's the change which has come. And that will be the contribution to farmers. Yes? Any more questions? Then I'll go to semiconductors. How many of you like semiconductors? Wow. We are the original semiconductor people. Good. So, what are we doing about semiconductors, right? See, our country tried to have semiconductors since 1962. That many years have gone, so much effort has been put in, but finally, we succeeded when our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he launched the India Semiconductor Mission in January 22. January 22, 23, 24, 25. We are in 25. Today we have 5 semiconductor units under construction. 5. And the first Made in India chip will roll out in which year? A quiz. Rapid fire quiz. Rapid fire quiz. Did you say that? Give him a very big round of applause. 2025. This year, the first Made in India chip will roll out from the factory, first fab. And next year, 2 more fabs. And 2 more in 27. Very good pace, very good, excellent work. And practically the entire
production that we will have in these units. One is a fab, 4R OSATs, right? One is a fab and 4R OSATs. Practically all the production is going to be booked very soon. And we'll have our chips made in India going into Tesla, Volkswagen, practically every telecom unit, practically every good brand in the world will be using chips manufactured in India. So that's the good thing. Now, even better is that we have given EDA tools. We have given EDA tools to IIT Madras also.
Yes, sir.
We have given EDA tools to 100+ universities, including IIT Madras. The thought process our Prime Minister gave was, our young talent should have access to the best of the tools in the world. And without burdening them, without putting any extra cost. So we put the government funds in giving you the best tools in the world made available to all the students. So that you can actually work on real world tools. And the way we are upgrading the semiconductor laboratory at Mohali.
So this year we have made a chip which was designed in IIT Madras and manufactured at Mohali, packaged at Tata facility in Karnataka, PCB designed at IIT Madras, PCB made at Gujarat, and then packaged, assembled IIT Madras and Zirma in Chennai. So this is India chip, right? We have done.
Excellent. That is the approach. And that basically lays the foundation for all of you, because this technology is today one of the foundational technologies. It goes into practically everything that switches on and switches off, right? Active devices, everything practically, from light to rocket and from car to camera, right? Everywhere it is, semiconductors are needed. So that's why it's a very important foundational industry, and that's why we have put so much focus on it to make sure that it happens. And finally, after so many decades of attempts, the success which has come is under our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's, because he's very, very focused. I tell you, you are my younger brothers and sisters, I can share with you. When we sought time from him, we got 45-minute presentation time for semiconductor program. He actually spent about 3 hours with us, making sure that we discuss each and every detail, because our Prime Minister wanted this to succeed and didn't want any gap to be left in the program. That's the thinking that he has, right? Good. So semiconductors we discussed, AI we discussed. We have questions on semiconductor? Yeah?
I'm Anirudh. I met you in the startup place there. So I have a question mainly about the AI part. So I first congratulate you for getting the GPU cost at 67 rupees per hour. That's a really...
Are you aware what is the cost that it has come to? Less than $1.
Yeah.
Normally, globally, the price is $3.50 or $3, $2.50, right?
Yes.
This is 67. Good.
67 rupees. Yeah.
67 rupees.
So now we are done with solving the shovels. So now the gold is still left, which is the data. So especially in health, we have seen a lot of data which hasn't been collected.
Just before you came, I told that one of the main pillars of AI mission is data sets.
Correct. Yeah. So we wanted to see how that is being done by the government, and if there is some support in healthcare specifically.
There is something called AI Kosh. Okay. Guys, Google it. AI Kosh. Go and see that platform. That is where the data sets will be hosted. And we'll request you also to create data sets which can be hosted on AI Kosh. Super. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Semiconductor manufacturing is fundamentally a materials engineering process, and currently whatever processes are implemented in industry, even ones in India like applied materials, they are ones which are already implemented in the US. We are not developing our own process formulation, nor are we developing our own machines. If we need our own chips, we need to make sure the process which goes inside it should be ours. Otherwise the design can be replicated and we still will be in...
That is certainly a big goal that we must achieve, and your generation must achieve this goal, because the talent that we have, nowhere else the world has talent. Today, if you look at the global talent pool of semiconductors, 20% of the global talent pool, design talent is in India. 20%. You go to any big semiconductor company, the CTO, the chief production, they are all Indians. So our talent we must now bring to India. We must make sure, and that's where people like Dr. Randeep Thakur, he was working with Intel. Now he's come to India. Now he's working with Tatas and setting up the fab. People like Vinod Dham. Vinod Dham, you may not know, father of Pentium chip. In a previous generation than yours, Pentium was the biggest CPU, best CPU, and Mr. Vinod Dham is the father of Pentium chip. He is driving our semiconductor mission. So such talented Indians, they are driving it. So that is the target that we must take as the next one. Good, very good. That is the dream we must keep. Don't dream small, man. Good.
All of you must take CMOS circuit design also to make the PDK. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. This I will keep.
இதையடுத்து இந்தியாவின் முதல் உள்நாட்டு தயாரிப்பான சக்தி என பெயரிடப்பட்ட மைக்ரோ ப்ராசஸரின் தயாரிப்பு குழுவினரை சந்தித்து அதன் செயல்பாடுகள் குறித்து அமைச்சர் கேட்டறிந்தார். இந்த சந்திப்பின் போது சென்னை IIT இயக்குநர் காமகோடி உள்ளிட்டோர் உடனிருந்தனர்.